They were engaged. They had a dog. She broke up with him by leaving a note in a hotel room. The Dirty Dancing star Jennifer Grey dated Johnny Depp in the late 80s. Sadly, even though they were talking about marriage within weeks, things came to an end, and the actress learned that Johnny had moved on with her neighbor, Winona Ryder. When Johnny Depp and Winona Ryder hit the scene as one of the most adored iconic couples of the early 90s, he was hot off his engagement with Jennifer Grey. In fact, Jennifer said his motorcycle jacket was probably still warm from the 9 months she'd spent wearing it when she found out her darling neighbor Winona was banging her ex.
I was engaged to Matthew Broderick and Johnny Depp in this same month.
In Jennifer's memoir, Out of the Corner, she shared that her romance with Depp started after her engagement to her Ferris Bueller's Day Off co-star Matthew Broderick ended. At the time, the actress was dealing with a lot of stress from a tragic car accident she was in with Broderick at the wheel. 2 people died, and she put herself on an automatic pilot to get through the trauma. She tried to get by until things felt good again, but she eventually realized it was no way to live.
I was in shock because I was the only living witness, and Matthew was unconscious and had amnesia, and the other 2 women died. So I was the only one who everyone was looking to me for that what happened.
In a recent interview with Entertainment Tonight, the actress recalled the incident, saying, "I would say top 3 traumas of my life, maybe top 1. Broderick was a great driver, and nobody was drinking. And it was tragic, and I think about the family in Ireland all the time. It's just something that you don't come back from in the same way." Grey and Broderick's romance did not survive the aftermath of the tragedy. According to Jennifer, their relationship had grown toxic, but she pretended they could make things right. Then he begged her not to fly to Los Angeles for her first major movie premiere. "Flying home for the premiere of my first big movie meant only one thing, that I was not a good person," she revealed. Jennifer went anyway, but was soon back with Broderick in his hospital room. She hoped he would share in her excitement, but recalled him saying, "I really don't want to hear this." After their first breakup, Broderick proposed. They reunited, and she eventually accepted his ring, but that didn't fix the problems in their relationship, and the pair called it quits. Madonna even wrote her hit song Express Yourself about the couple's breakup. Soon after the split, she and Depp started a heated romance, during which he proposed to her within 2 weeks. According to Jennifer, she thought Johnny was so ridiculously beautiful when their romance began. Apparently, while weathering the storm, she was set up on a blind date by her agent. She said she wasn't in shape to go out with anyone, having just had her only serious relationship go up like a flaming ball of shit. But after seeing her as Baby in Dirty Dancing, the 21 Jump Street star supposedly confessed to having a massive crush on her to her agent, who then worked her magic. That night, Grey said she opened the door to see the most beautiful man-boy she'd possibly ever seen.
Wow.
"What exactly am I looking at?" she wondered. Jennifer described the Johnny she knew as
Funny and sweet and just so charming and quirky and weird and self-effacing and just so unique.
Things between her and the actor got off to a pleasant start, as the 2 talked, drunk Jack Daniels, laughed our asses off, took cigarette breaks mid-course. During their first date, they had an intense makeout session in his stepfather's car, and then he slept over with her on her mom's daybed. He'd proposed within 2 weeks. According to Jennifer, there was genuine chemistry between her and Johnny at the beginning of their romance. There was some heat. It was a fucking bonfire. It was literally like, "Are you fucking kidding me? I've never seen a guy like this," she wrote about the first time Depp took her out. Jennifer admitted that her relationship with Johnny made up for the hardships she faced. While speaking to ET, the actress called him sweet and loving and romantic, and that she had enjoyed the relationship with the actor after her split from Matthew. "We were young. To me, this guy was the answer to my problems. I was in desperate need of rebounding into something that looked and felt like 1989 Johnny Depp," Grey said. She called their relationship a very soft landing after surviving a tragedy.
Trust me, I was bleeding out inside, and this guy saved me.
In her book, Grey shared a portion of her journal in which she described Johnny Depp as if he was a new beginning for her. "On August 12th, I wrote in my journal, 'I'm in love. pretty sure for the first time in my life. He's kind, funny, smart, moral, thoughtful, respectful," she wrote. The Independent reported that the Lovebirds even shared a dog named Lulu. "She was our practice baby and someone to keep me company when Johnny was out of town," Gray wrote. Jennifer and Johnny's engagement lasted 9 months. As much as it wasn't the only thing that led to their relationship going sour, the pair couldn't survive Depp's fast-rising career. The wedding was set to occur the following year, but it would never come to pass.
It was really a sign that there was trouble afoot on my part. I mean, honestly, I just thought it was God rescuing me from one bad situation and just lovingly plopping me into a Johnny Depp souffle.
As his fame grew and he became exasperated by certain aspects of it, their dynamic changed. After 9 months, Gray said Depp wasn't as present in the relationship. The Red Oaks actress explained that as he grew frustrated with being a television heartthrob and lashed out at the world around him, their initial heat cooled.
There's a weird thing, you know, people work their whole lives and they say, oh, I'm going to do everything I can to be famous. And then once you get famous, you do everything you can so you can stay out of the public eye. So there's a line in there somewhere that I think everybody's sort of missed.
Depp had started missing his flights home to LA, having overslept, or when he did come home, he'd be crazy jealous and paranoid about what I'd been up to while he was gone. He became moodier and less present. She kept wondering how or if she was ever going to get that easygoing, funny, devoted, adoring guy back. I attributed his ill temper and unhappiness to his feeling miserable and powerless to get off Jump Street when all he wanted was to be in movies, she continued. The actress also said that the commute caused other changes in her former flame's behavior. Aside from questioning her actions, Depp allegedly got into his share of trouble during that period of time. Fights in bars, skirmishes with cops. Gray then promptly ended their romance just before her 29th birthday. She broke up with him via a note she left in his hotel room after he left for a meeting one day and didn't come back or contact her. According to Jennifer, life after Johnny was going pretty great for a moment. That is until I learned that my darling neighbor was banging my ex. She noted, the classic nightmare of feeling replaced. After the Lovebirds called it quits, the Pirates of the Caribbean actor went on to date Winona Ryder, who had been Gray's neighbor at the time of all things. She called watching Depp move on with Ryder a bizarre, virtually seamless changing of the guards. And she had the added fun of the blow-by-blow press coverage of what would become one of the most beloved celebrity couplings of the 90s. Her breakup with Depp came in a line of impulsive, destructive decisions that knocked the wind out of her. The timing of this new relationship was a bit much for the actress. And to her, the very public displays of affection with Ryder nullified her own 9 months with Depp. Gray said her heartache was overwhelming, but she noted a lot of it didn't have anything to do with her heartthrob of an ex. He was just the face of grief at the time. After 2 engagements in the 80s, Gray married actor Clark Gregg in 2001. They split in 2020, and their divorce became final in 2021. When it comes to her own dealings with Johnny Depp, Jennifer Gray seems to have mostly moved on from the situation.
And if you're looking for a rebound relationship, then 1989 Johnny Depp was...
One would imagine that it's interesting for her to look back on those times now, especially in the midst of what Depp is currently experiencing. When asked about the very public, very messy lawsuit Johnny's currently involved in, the actress said it breaks her heart.
I don't recognize the person. It's nothing to do with anything that I've ever experienced.
I haven't known him for 30 years. I haven't talked to him. I haven't seen him. The whole thing makes me insanely sad, she said.
These are people who are damaged and continuing to damage each other. It breaks my heart.
Could a reconciliation with Johnny be possible? Well, anything is possible. Former flames and all. That's all we have for you today, Juicers. As always, thanks for choosing us. Spread the word and don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell for more celebrity love stories. Be well and be kind.